Hello everyone. This brilliant little ride out from Northampton, about 2 hours in total, but I'm going to focus on the little villages near Oundle, Fotheringhay and Woodnewton, Apethorpe, Cliffe, Blatherwycke, Bullwick, Laxton, Harringworth, and then back home through Rockingham and eventually onto the A43 back to Northampton. Great little ride. Pick up the route here where the A45 changes from a dual carriageway into single track. Obviously I can't show you the full 2-hour journey, much as I'd like to. So I've just included clips that last around about 15 minutes or so altogether. If you look at the description, you can jump to particular parts of the journey if you read the timings. So here we are, just having a quick overtake, heading up towards Oundle. Coming up to the roundabout to bypass Oundle, I'm going straight over, and shortly afterwards I'll turn left towards a little village called Tansor. So left turn down this country road, and from here on until I head home it's roads very similar to this, nice little country roads with really very pleasant, quaint villages, well worth a tour either in a car or on your bike. So coming into the village of Tansor, so right down there is the village hall, but we're carrying on towards Fotheringhay. So just coming into Fotheringhay, and we've got to cross over this little canal river thing, very picturesque. Nice weeping willows on the right, and there is a castle here, Fotheringhay Castle. Not that there's really any ruins to see, but just off down this track on the right now, there's the remains of it, just really nothing much more than a mound, a little hill, but worth a look if you're interested in history. Nice pub there on the left. Much of Fotheringhay is sort of stretched out along this road. Very pleasant village, but head off now towards the next village called Woodnewton. Coming in to Woodnewton, another village that's mostly strung out along the main road, and I'll slow down in a moment. Just off to the right shortly is the village pub, which serves some nice food. Had lunch there a couple of times. It's coming up on the right very shortly. There we are. Nice little garden in the back as well. Church at the end of Woodnewton, and then we head off towards Apethorpe, which again is a very quaint village with lots of thatched roofs, and it has Apethorpe Palace. Here we are then, coming into Apethorpe. You can't actually see the palace from the road. It's set back in behind gates. Just off to the left there are one set of gates, and the other set are right down the other end of the village, where the road does sharp right turn. But off to the left are another set of gates to the palace. Well, you can see that these houses are indeed quaint. Not all of them thatched, some of them have had the thatch removed and more traditional tiling. Again, they've got a nice pub here coming up on the left. Not actually tried the food there. And then there's this weird silo thing, I'm not quite sure what that is. That's just sitting there. So onward, next stop is King's Cliffe, where I hope to find a bakery that I read about, which sells a very nice seeded loaf. So when we get there I'll stop and we can go in. So just coming up to the outskirts of King's Cliffe now. Nice brewery here as well, makes some good beer. So similar to Apethorpe in construction and look, although there are a lot more modern buildings in King's Cliffe as well. I'm looking out for a Hovis sign on the side of the building, and then I'll have to pull in. There it is. Have to pull in and just walk up to it. Here we go then. Hello. I read about your seeded loaf. It's good.
Seed. That's this one.
I'll have one of those then. But
I'll do it large or small. It's 800 gram or 400 gram.
we'll go small, and then I might have something else as well.
Okay. Do you want it sliced or as it is?
I'll be alright like that. Okay. I'll have some hot cross buns then for myself. Thank you very much. So there we are, small seeded loaf and some hot cross buns. Out of season, but I don't mind, I like them anyway. Pack those in the top box. and then off we go towards Blatherwycke next. Lovely route if you like narrow roads and countryside, and this is just coming into Blatherwycke. I don't quite know how to describe this. It certainly doesn't look like a traditional village. It's got lakes off to the side. Anyway, out of Blatherwycke now and on to a little place called Bullwick, which we're just coming into. And in this village there is a village store which is famous for its pickles and lemon curds and lovely things like that, all made on the premises. So just past where that postman is on the left, it's the brand name is called the Pickled Village of the stuff. It's sold in a lot of local shops, but it's well worth stopping there and visiting them. Right, across the main road, A43, and on towards Laxton and Harringworth. Laxton coming up, the first of those two places. Again, very pleasant little village. And on towards Harringworth and the famous viaduct. Viaduct just visible in the distance there, and we'll get a better view when we come down into the main village. So just coming out of the village, and we'll catch the viaduct going right across this road. There you are on the left there. And there, better view now. And heading towards me, I can't imagine why, there is a huge trailer truck coming. So that might prove interesting. I have to stop, hold my breath, even lean over to the left a bit. Oh, it's a bit tight. Made it. So heading home now onto the B672 first, and then I'll skip a lot of the route until I get onto the A43, just for a few seconds and then leave you to it. So just coming into Rockingham on part of this final route. Very picturesque little town. It's got a speedway, it's got a castle. It's very touristy, but nevertheless very pleasant. On my final stretch now on the A43, heading towards Northampton. Just get past this little clutch of vehicles and then I'm away.